So what's up, family? I'm back with another video. As y'all can see, this video is going to be completely different than the last video. For those of you who watched, or those of you who didn't watch, actually the last video was about why I don't eat red meat anymore. This video, as you can see in the description, is going to be about why, or actually how, you should invest during this recession. Now let's start off, first things first, there's gonna be a recession. Don't question it. There's going to be a recession. For those of you who don't know how the economy works, it's like a roller coaster. It goes up and down and up and down and up and down. And in case you haven't noticed, we're up right now. I mean, the economy's booming. You know, people are rich. People are getting rich easy. So the economy's booming right now. So with that being said, I'm sure you can guess what comes next. The down. Alright? We're going down. So I just wanted to get that out there, basically, that there's going to be a recession. Alright, so with that being said, I want to go into basically what happens during a recession. I just want to give something brief. That's not what this video is about. So basically what happens during a recession, the GDP of our country is shrinking. So basically, in layman's terms, the wealth of our country is shrinking. We're getting less wealthy. Less money's coming into the country. So with that being said, during a recession, things that might happen are unemployment rates will skyrocket. And like I said about the economy, just life period, things happen like this. It's a roller coaster. And right now, unemployment rates are at an all-time low. They're like bottoming out. Okay, they're bottoming out. They're lower. They're historically low. So there's nowhere else to go but up. Unemployment rates will be going up. And with that being said, for those of you that aren't entrepreneurs like myself, you're in danger a bit. So I'm gonna give you guys a few tips on like how to help yourselves out and your family with this upcoming recession. So to get into this, the first thing that I want you guys to do, I'm looking at my notes again. I want to make sure you guys get good information and things like that. So the first thing I want you guys to do is pay off high interest debts. Okay, high interest debts, pay those off, because like I said, unemployment rates are going to be going up. You don't want to be stuck with $50 debt from fucking Macy's or whatever, you know, like that you're paying interest. You don't want things like that. It's going to get harder and harder to pay them off. Yeah, I know right now the economy is booming and you're like, oh, I'll pay that, I'll pay it off whenever, you know. Don't think like that. When the recession comes, it's going to get harder and harder to pay things off, and you do not want any high interest debts hanging over your head. So that's my first thing. And let me mention, none of these things are in order. They're all super important, so you need to listen to the end, because the one at the end could be super important to you and the one at the beginning could be super important to someone else. So that was my first one. Next, you need to start an emergency fund. Or not, I'm not even talking about money. You just need like an emergency, just an emergency for something for emergencies, not money wise. Like, so for example, you need to stock up on food. You need to stock up on weapons. You need to like, this is a depression. I mean, it might not be a depression. We don't know what's gonna happen, but it's a recession at the end of the day. And if you have money and people don't, they're going to try to take your money. You need weapons. Come on. Get the, you know what I'm saying? Protect yourselves. That's all I'm saying. I ain't even going to get like that. But just protect yourselves. That's basically all I'm saying. So you need to have an emergency fund with those things in it. In addition to that, supplies. So just like first aid kits, things like that, flashlights. You know, just stock up on these things that you think you'll never need, because during a recession, that's the time that you just might need that stuff. Okay, so I'm saying stock up on that stuff. You need, what else also goes into our emergency fund is money. And no, I'm not talking about our dollar bills. Hold on, let me see if I got one. Nope, I don't even got one. My wallet's empty. But I'm not talking about our dollar bills, them pieces of paper that y'all love so much. Don't stock. I'm not talking about stock those up and throw them in your mattress. I'm talking about save up, invest in gold and silver coins. Okay, gold and silver coins. This is God's money. It'll always be a currency. We'll always be able to trade with gold and silver coins, and that's what we need to stock up on. I can't even get into this so much in this video. I'll make a whole nother video on it for people who are interested. But our money's not real, okay? Our money's not real. It's a note. It's a federal note, and we use them to trade, and all it is debt, okay? I'll have to get into that in a different video, but basically you need to be saving gold and silver. Just keep that in your mind. Gold and silver, gold and silver, gold and silver, gold and silver, okay? That's gold and silver. So, and then lastly, what I wanted to mention, and this is not least, like I said, it's not least at all, but we need to be investing, and not just investing in, you know, in our new business startup. We need to invest to create cash flow. If your investment is not creating cash flow, is not the right type of investment that I'm talking about. I'll make a whole nother video about this as well, because it's a whole nother topic of its own. But cash flow is so important in a recession. It's so important. I can't stress it enough, because like I said, unemployment rates will be at an all-time high in a recession, and you don't want to be relying on your paycheck to live. I mean, that's how you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it, because if you lose your job, then what? Then what? Just tell me. You think about it. I don't know. But I would rather rely on myself than someone that's my boss that could just fire me. So you need to have investments that are creating cash flow. And yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for all of my tips on what you guys should be doing during, well, right now you don't really want to wait until the recession happens to do this stuff, because basically when a recession happens, it's going to make everything financially harder. And it's not just on the poor people, it's on rich people too. I mean, it just gets harder on everyone. Now, the difference that separates rich people and poor people is that the rich people know how to act during a recession, and poor people do not. So rich people get excited when recession is coming. I mean, they're like, oh, money, 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 like recession, let's get it. Like, I'm happy, let's go, I'm ready for this. Like, poor people, I mean, they're getting all frantic, scared, they don't know what to do. And so hopefully with this video, it helped you to have like a more rich mindset. You're not getting so scared for the recession. There will be more videos on this topic to prepare you guys, and to basically just go more in depth on things that you could be doing. But like I said, this doesn't have to be a scary time. If you know what you're doing, this could be the best time of your life. You could come out of this recession as a millionaire, multi-millionaire, billionaire. And that's my plan. No, I'm not rich right now, but I will be. So walk with me. Alright, thanks for watching this video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure you subscribe. Mostly comment. I'm really interested to see what you guys already know, what you guys want to know more about. I want to know all of that stuff so that I know where to go with this channel. And then also, if you saw anything that you might disagree with in this video, or I might have said wrong, let me know too, because I'm always trying to learn as well. Alright, peace y'all. Bye.